Hello, hello, my friends. Another dedicated candle review for you today. We're going to be talking about Kringle Candle Sun Dried Linen. Full disclosure, this candle was sent to me in PR back in, what would that be, early, mid February, prior to their 2026 spring and summer lineup. A huge thank you to them for sending this to me for my thoughts. If you guys have been with my channel any length of time, you guys know I'm going to keep it real with you, regardless of how candles come into my possession. Sometimes they're loves, sometimes they're mess, sometimes they're absolutely not. So we will figure out where this one falls on that spectrum. This candle that I am reviewing is one of their large 2-wick vessels. This does typically retail for $31. It is 22 ounces of 100% soy wax. This candle is also available in a 4-wick vessel that retails for around $45, and it's 32 ounces. And then there are some daylights and wax melts in case you don't want to fully commit to a larger vessel. If you wanted to try it out that way, that's one of the things that I really love that Kringle does. I love the daylights and the wax melts. Because they can kind of give you an idea of what a fragrance is before you fully commit. So let's go ahead and talk about the fragrance notes on this one. We have top notes of apple blossom, marine accord, mid notes, fresh cotton, sun-dried linen, white orchid, base note of cedarwood and clean musk. This candle that I am reviewing has a pour date of January 22nd, 2026. All right, you guys, you all know I am not really the girl who loves those fresh laundry types of fragrances. So when Kringle sent their ambassadors kind of the lineup, the page showing what was going to be coming with the fragrance notes, I was a little bit nervous about this fragrance because historically, you guys, I, for whatever reason, don't really like fresh laundry types of fragrances when it comes to home fragrance. I like them, like when it comes to like my sheets and my towels and all that kind of stuff. But for whatever reason, I don't always want my home to smell like that. I don't know why, you guys. Make it make sense. I haven't been able to. But here's the thing with this one, you guys. I would say that this fragrance for me, it's a like, it's not a love. Um, I still do detect kind of that fresh cotton type of vibe. I will say that for me, though, it's not so strong and headache inducing. And there are some other accords in here that I think help tamp down that like fresh cotton vibe. So while I will say that I pick up on whatever, notes they use to get a fresh cotton accord that is listed in the mid notes, I do detect a little bit of sweetness of the apple blossom in the top note. And while it says marine accord, there's something that almost gives like a I want to say not quite like a sea salt air, like I would say, this isn't like an overly like beachy type of fragrance, not at all. Um, but it does make you think of like maybe like freshly line dried types of laundry. Um, the base note of cedarwood, clean musk. I don't really detect any kind of cedarwood in here. We all know Kringle tends to like their cedarwood notes, particularly in their fall and winter releases. But I don't really detect a lot of cedarwood in here. This to me is just for those people who like a very like fresh, clean laundry types of vibes, then I think that you would probably be intrigued by this one. But it's nice. It's kind of like there's like kind of like a sunny vibe to it, I would say, with it being like a cotton accord. So white orchid, nothing overly floral in this to me. This is just it's a very nice like clean laundry type of fragrance. But I will say that that apple blossom note is what sets it apart. It lends a little bit of like sweetness to it that again is not like a gourmand sweetness. It's not a sugary sweetness. It's kind of more of like a natural sweetness, but it's not overly floral. The cotton isn't too like quote unquote cottony, if that's even a way to describe anything. I find this one not to be headache inducing. I will say though that this is one of those fragrances that after about 3 hours of burn, there's something about it that I'm like, okay, I'm over this. Like, I don't want to smell it anymore. It's not like the citrus blossom and honey where I could have that going all day long and I don't get tired of it. Whereas this is a fragrance that I just I just like it. It's not a love for me. And so therefore, after about like that like 3 hour mark, I'm kind of like, okay, let's change it up. I have been burning this with citrus blossom and honey. I do think that that is a nice um like combination. I think if you also have like some other like citrus floral types of fragrances, that this would go nicely with that. Maybe if you have like some lemon fragrances, this one would go nicely as well. Maybe if you were a fan of last year's, what was it? Was that sea salt and bergamot or something like that? I feel like that was way too much for me, but I feel like this one would probably complement that. Again, if you're somebody who likes those like fresh laundry types of vibes in your house, then I think that that would be a good combination. Now let's go ahead and talk about the performance. So far, you guys, having pretty good performance from this one. No issues so far with the wicks. I'm trying to remember because there was one. Maybe it was this one. Right now, at the moment, I'm not having issues with wicks. I do feel like there was one of these candles, and I want to say it was probably this one, because I know I haven't had any issues with the citrus blossom and honey. I do think it might have been this one. Right around like this point, I did notice that my wicks were starting to dead out a little bit upon burn. And so I did dump a little bit of wax, and it does seem to have corrected course. So you might want to be aware of that. But honestly, you guys, my memory is a little bit fuzzy here because, again, over the last like month and a half, I have really just been prioritizing enjoying my candles instead of feeling like I need to, burn them all for review. And the other thing too, I know I talked about this in my like when I came back video. Our weather, over the last month has been very summer like. It hasn't even been spring like, to be honest with you guys. We've already hit 100 degrees here in Arizona. We did that about a week and a half ago, and it was awful, like awful. I'm not ready for that at all yet. But anyways, because I've been having more summer like weather, I've actually been burning more summery types of candles. So this one I haven't burned in a while. I did get it back out, yesterday and today to kind of start putting my thoughts together again on it. But this one for me, okay. Performance in the last 2 days has been fine for me, but for whatever reason, I'm feeling like one of these, I did have some issues with the wicks. Um, a little bit far down on the burn, but I can't remember, you guys. Sorry, probably not very helpful there. Okay, strength and throw on this candle. This one for me is about a 7, I would say. This is not as strong of a fragrance as the citrus blossom and honey, but I'm also going to say that I think that that comes down to the profile in general. And I think that's something that I've learned or been reminded of, I would say, while I've been on this little break, is that not every fragrance profile for every candle is going to be a smack you in the face. I don't think all of them are designed to be that. And truthfully, this is one of those fragrance profiles that I feel like if this candle were any stronger for me personally, it would be not as pleasant. It would not be enjoyable. As I already said, after this one has been burning for 3 hours, I'm over it. Like, I don't want to smell it anymore. I will say that it definitely it's present in my open concept, but again, it's not taking over. It does struggle to throw a little bit more into like the kitchen area, say when I'm burning it on the opposite end in my living room, but I can still smell it. It's just, this is a fragrance that it's a little bit softer. It's kind of like a softer laundry type of fragrance, which again, for me, not being somebody who likes that type of like genre of home fragrance anyways, um, that's that's why this is a little bit more tolerable, I would say, for me. Now, I have been burning this in my closed concept bedroom, like I said, alongside the citrus blossom and honey, and I do like it in there, particularly on days where I'm cleaning, where I'm doing a lot of laundry, maybe I'm washing the sheets. This is a nice fragrance, and so I think that if you're planning to burn this in a closed concept, you will probably be happy with the performance. But if you like this fragrance profile and you have a large open concept, I would probably point you over towards their 4-wick vessels, because I think that you might get a little bit more oomph out of it. Overall, you guys, this fragrance to me is one of those ones that while it's in my collection, like I'll finish burning it. However, if say like somebody came into my house and they're like, oh, I really like that fragrance, I'd be like, oh, you want it? Like, you can have it. That's how I feel about it. It's not going to be a repurchase for me. But again, in fairness, this is not my wheelhouse, right? This is not my typical wheelhouse preferred fragrances. And again, like I said, particularly going into this time of year where we have just been, hopefully we'll get some somewhat spring-like weather, but spring here in Arizona, you guys, usually means 75, 80 degrees. And over the last 3, 4 weeks, it's been ridiculous. It's been like upper 80s to 100, and I am not ready for that yet. So hopefully we'll get to enjoy some more spring fragrances here in the month of April. But yeah, this one for me is just meh. I would say it's not a disdain, not a like, oh man, I can't stand this, get it out of my collection now. Um, but it's also not an absolute love for me like I felt about the citrus blossom and honey. So this fragrance is available on the Kringle website. I do have an affiliate discount code. Katie15 does save 15% off of full price items. I did mention in the citrus blossom and honey review that I don't know yet what types of sales they're going to be offering for Mother's Day now that Easter is out of the way. And I am pre-filming this, so I don't know what the sale is going on. I am anticipating that they are probably going to have a sale after Easter. If history proves anything right, if it hasn't started yet, I have a feeling that they're probably going to be getting their Mother's Day sale underway within the next couple of weeks. Again, if it's not already going on, because I feel like last year that sale lasted for like a good 3.5 weeks. And last year that sale was a buy one, get one free. So I'll be curious to see if that's what they do, especially with, we also know that Mick has been a little bit vocal about this new 3-wick prototype that is going to be launching this summer. Maybe they might want to be clearing out the warehouse. So who knows, you guys? But as of the time that I'm filming this video, I don't think that this one has been on sale yet. So if you want to get your hands on it ASAP, feel free to use my discount code. But I would say that it is probably likely to go on sale pretty soon, just following sale patterns. So if you want to hold out for a sale, that would also probably be a good idea. So let me know in the comment section down below if this is a fragrance that you picked up. What are your thoughts about it? Please feel free to hit that thumbs up button if you found this video helpful. And like always, you guys, I do want to say thank you so very, very much for spending your time here with me today. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.